Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria. I'm coming to you from Ukraine tonight, and this is going to be our daily energy check-in for divine masculines and divine feminines of Twin Flame Collective. This will be a classic read, so take a look at what's happening with your energy at this time. What in particular do we need to know about the journey right now, and we'll see how the twins are feeling about the connection, how are they seeing it at this time. And I will start with an oracle card for each of the twins. It's going to be the wisdom of the oracle today. So let's see what we have for divine feminines watching. Hope you guys are doing great. I've been MIA for a few days, but it's been so hectic, I can't even tell you. But if you want to follow my adventures across Europe, you can follow me on Instagram. The contact is actually it's in the about info for this channel, but also it's on my website mindfulbamboo.com. I will still continue doing the show, and I will continue with the readings. They may not come out every day, but I'll do my best whenever I have the connection and the opportunity, because I'm spending time with family and friends, and sometimes it's just not, a good chance, time, space to do this kind of stuff. But yeah, let's see how it works out, right? So feminines, you have the card number 19, flexible, and I feel like this actually resonates very much with what I was just talking about being flexible with the readings, right? Like sometimes you need to go with the flow and almost anticipate changes to your plan. Like you don't really know what they're gonna be, but just be ready that it's not gonna go exactly as you planned it, but it may as well end up being so much better. All right, let's see what we have for the masculine collective. Whoa. Okay, all that glitters, number 16. Yeah, all that glitters isn't gold, as we know, right? So it looks like masculines have been attracted by something or someone shiny and something, someone that looks good on paper, but it didn't really turn out that way. Or if this is a scenario where you're contemplating a new opportunity, be very careful with what you're agreeing to. Does it really correspond to your old values, your bigger goals? That should ideally correspond to moral values. Or is this just an easy way to get to where you want to get? Or maybe for now this is easy enough and that's why you're choosing it, not because you truly believe in this and it makes you happy and joyful on its own, right? Like when you don't really, like if you take the glitter or the gold or the benefit away, like because the glitter and gold is a very direct association, right? It's not hidden, it's in your face, literally, right? So if you take away that value that is in your face, is it still worth it? Will you still have respect for yourself and for other people involved after you've done it? That's the question, right? Okay, let's see what we have as tarot here. I haven't brought a lot of cards, so I'm not gonna get you a lot of variety with the cards, and I know I've been spoiled, I've been spoiling you guys, but I'm sure it's gonna be just fine. This is the Dreaming Way tarot that I brought. I haven't used it much lately, so I thought it might be a good idea use it more often while I'm on the road. Eight of Swords, bottom of the deck. Some kind of conundrum, some kind of fork in the road. That's what I'm getting here. It's not always like that exactly, like not with this card specifically, but yeah, Four of Cups. It's like feeling bored, unenthusiastic, or thinking like, does it even make sense? Am I ever gonna see any benefit from this? or like the payback, but not necessarily in that sense of like being transactional and literal, but really like I don't know, I'm investing in this new business of mine. Am I gonna see a return on that? Like, it sounds exciting, but like at some point it needs to bring back the profit, right? Otherwise I'm just wasting my energy and resources down the drain. Energy is resources, by the way, yes. I'm sorry, dropped the card accidentally. By the way, I've got new hair too while I've been home spending time with mom. Decided to also stop by at a salon that I love and, you know, do something different, right? It's new season, oh my gosh, and we're feeling it as never before this May. I mean, we're talking about it all April, but it truly really started manifesting in 3D right now in May. Okay, so feminines, you've got the Sun, clarified by 9 of Pentacles. I feel like, again, this resonates with what I was just talking about, right? Like, and we saw it was flexible too, like follow the flow and enjoy the adventure of it. Enjoy your place in it, right? Like, try to see how much of a part do you play in what's going on, like especially if it's something exciting, wonderful, adventurous, right? Like, oh my god, that this is happening because I managed to pull it off, or because I'm now attracting such amazing people, right? Or because now I'm taking my time to really focus on what is important to me, right? And that's how I get this amazing experience, something along those lines, right? Like, you are in the center. And I actually love that they're not the same flowers, but they have similar flowers in both. So to me, this is very much connected. Like, you should see how your happiness is directly connected to the work you've done, right? Like that, this is the time. Yes, we're always grateful to the higher power, to our guides, right, for the part that they play. But this is the time to take a look at what you've done here, right? What an amazing job you've done here. And how essentially you've created this point of happiness for yourself, whatever it is. Some of you could be connected with children, or could be bringing you back full circle after, like, from when you were a child and something didn't pan out, or somebody put you down and said you're never gonna make it, blah 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 blah, doing this, or you'll never be good at da 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 da, right? And now it comes full circle, and you can tell that baby, that child, that inner child, that you made it. There's nothing to worry about, nothing to be afraid of, scared, ashamed, whatever, you know, whatever that emotion is. For the masculines, we have the Hierophant, clarified by 7 of Cups. Yeah, I was talking about the values a lot in this reading, right? I was also talking about it a lot with this card. So this is resonating, making a choice, following your values. What kind of choices are you making? Divine Masculines. Looks like Divine Masculines have got quite a choice. And we saw a conundrum and a fork in the road for both twins. So yes, it all matches out. So whatever choice you're making right now, be sure it's a wise choice. Like the wise man here, it's supposed to be wise. Show us what you've learned, what you got, you know. And it's not really to show off to other people, right? We aren't supposed to do good things just for the show, right? That kind of puts them into the ego bucket immediately after we think that way, right? And I know that, of course, our ego will keep thinking that way. And that goes back into childhood trauma and ways to prove yourself, wanting people to like you, all that stuff. But now that we are on a spiritual path, we are aware, we understand what's healthy and what isn't. It's part of that knowing, that, it's healthy for you to do it for yourself first and foremost. Yes, understanding, realizing that people are watching. You are the leader naturally, just with your energy. You're always going to be a leader. And it doesn't matter if you're on YouTube, Instagram, or you're on none of those. For people in your life who know you, you are going to be that. Sometimes even for strangers that watch you do the wrong or the right thing, specifically in public, right? So this is something to remember, but not to make choices just based on that. That's where it needs to align with your values. That's what I was talking about with the masculines. Additional question is Nine of Wands clarified by Eight of Pentacles. Okay, something that twins are working on and they're afraid that it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna, have a payoff. That's the vibe I was getting at the beginning. So what is it for the feminines? Knight of Pentacles clarified by Page of Cups. This is connecting with the love expression on the masculine side. This is, I don't want to say waiting, because it's not like Knight of Pentacles doesn't wait. He just moves quite slowly, right? Like carefully, cautiously, saying it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? So with this kind of energy, feminine understands that this journey was the masculine to be able to express themselves and for the two of you to be together. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but you keep seeing them as a Page of Cups with that regard. And it's like, you're fearful that, and you continue doing work on yourself here, right? To make sure that they don't, like you two don't mirror each other that way. But there's a fear that they will always stay at the Page of Cups. Not understanding, not wanting to express, not ready for commitment, not being mature enough, that sort of thing. For masculines, Ace of Pentacles clarified by Nine of Wands. So they're afraid of fear. They're afraid of having a new beginning in something that they haven't done before. And deep down they know, and I love the sunshine behind them. Deep down they know like nothing is stopping them. They can just walk through this fear. They can, move forward. There's nothing really to it. They know they have it in them deep down. But on the outside, again, their brain keeps sabotaging it for themselves. They see what other people are doing, and either, like, some of them, they feel like they don't have that what other people have that have succeeded. For others, it's like, well, I see other people in this type of business or this type of relationships, and it's just so hard. Like, just because it's a spiritual union doesn't mean that it's gonna be all rainbows and butterflies. And it's true, really. Does it mean you shouldn't do it? Of course not. But in this moment of fear, that's what they are drawn towards, right? So they're being afraid of making a big change in the physical, whether it's for their mission and purpose, or whether it's for their connection with the feminine. Some sort of big move. Look how huge this pentacle is, over a little village with houses. Look how big it is. It's a big change. How would the feminine see in the connection at this time? We have Page of Wands clarified by the Temperance. Yeah, so maybe a little bit of awkwardness or keeping the distance. But yeah, that there's always more balancing to do, and evened out, stay patient, right? If you're not sure what's happening right now, just wait a little and you'll see. So yeah, that's essentially, stay flexible, because you may have that resolution or that happy ending or that next phase, next step of ascension, improvement with your DM, whatever it is. It may not exactly look the way you expect. That's why it's supposed to stay flexible. How the masculine see in the connection. Nine of Swords clarified by the Hermit. Yeah, they know they still have a lot of things figured out, and they're trying not to listen to what their ego is telling them, but it's so hard. So they know they're supposed to tap into that inner wisdom, and we've already seen so many images of this wise elderly person, right? Like a wizard, like, I don't know, Gandalf the Grey kind of vibe, right? Like they need to either go deeper within for that wisdom, or they need to find someone who can help them with it. And that could be an actual person, by the way, or it could be your higher power, your guides, right? That you need to ask for that. What's the guidance? How to get away from the noise that your brain produces that's just giving you lots of anxiety and is not helpful, and more to something constructive and useful, something that you can work with. Like staying worried and afraid doesn't do any good, right? It just burns your energy, right? You're supposed to move to the place where you get like actual guidance, so you can put together some sort of guidance for yourself. What do I do then, right? Like, how do I move this, if not from like 100%, but at least maybe like by 20%, by 5% from where I am right now. And this is about the connection specifically. This is for cross watchers. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back again with the readings very, very soon. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with others who may benefit from this kind of information. I love you all, and I'll be back soon.